Olive growers throughout the Mediterranean region are increasing their yields up to 30% per year by making significant reductions in sun damage and heat stress using Surround crop protectant. Surround is a patented kaolin clay powder that mixes easily in water and is applied to many crops around the world to reduce sun damage, minimize heat stress, and in many countries provide insect control. The product is produced by NovaSource, the crop protection division of Tessenderlo Curley Incorporated, or TKI, with headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona. In 2017, TKI's Surround distributor in Greece, Hellafarm, set out to evaluate the product's benefit to olive growers in carefully controlled trials. Kaolin clay, the main ingredient in Surround, is an organic substance mined from the ground. TKI processes raw kaolin through a process called calcining by baking it to a temperature of 1100 degrees Celsius. This process creates a more reflective kaolin particle, enhancing its ability to reduce heat stress when applied to a plant and its fruit, which, in turn, can increase its productivity. TKI and the original developer of Surround, Engelhard, have previously conducted multi-year olive trials in Spain. Also, TKI's distributor in Italy, Serbios, conducted 3-year olive trials from 2007 through 2009. All trials produced similar results, demonstrating the benefits of Surround applications in olives year after year. This presentation highlights research work conducted by TKI's distribution partner in Greece, Hellafarm, on the same olive trees for 3 consecutive years, from 2017 through 2019. The primary question addressed in the Hellafarm trials was, how much benefit is there from using Surround just for solar protection in olive trees? The short answer is that Surround reduces sun damage and heat stress, which can result in significant yield increases. By reducing the temperature of olive tree leaves, applications of Surround can increase photosynthesis in the plant, which can increase yields at harvest. In 2005, the University of Cordoba, located in Andalusia, Spain, reported that reduced photosynthesis from heat stress can cause lower yields in olive trees and grapevines. Surround-treated plants reflect infrared radiation, which enables them to remain cooler by up to 5 degrees Celsius. Cooler plants have stomata that remain open longer, which increases intake of carbon dioxide. This enables the plants to have more carbohydrates available for fruit and plant growth. Greater efficiency in photosynthesis also means the plant will spend less energy repairing damaged tissue and more energy producing yield. Hellafarm, the research-oriented distributor of Surround in Greece, conducted their olive study over a 3-year period. They were able to follow official efficacy standards, as Hellafarm is accredited and certified by the Greek Ministry of Agriculture to carry out this type of work. The trials in the study were large in scale, each with 112 olive trees sprayed with Surround and 112 unsprayed control trees. These numbers greatly exceeded the 20-tree minimum requirement for official efficacy trials used for pesticide evaluations. Hellafarm chose 2 areas where sunlight and temperatures are particularly high in the summer: Messenia and Crete. The olive groves in Messenia were in the Stenosia and Koukounara areas. The olive grove in Crete was located at Heraklion in the area of Rotasi. In all cases, the olive variety was Koroniki. Hellafarm applied Surround on the same olive trees for 3 consecutive years to determine whether repeated use would demonstrate both a yearly benefit and a cumulative yield increase. In other words, the study observed whether the reduction of heat stress that increases buds and shoot growth in 1 year translate to increased production the following year. The dose rate of Surround applications was 30 kilograms per hectare. Surround was applied using 3 kilograms per 100 liters of water with a spray volume of 1,000 liters per hectare. The product was applied twice during the growing season. The first heat stress application was made at the end of June or beginning of July, and the second at the end of August or beginning of September, depending upon the amount of visible residue on the leaves remaining from the first application. Harvest time was chosen by the grower, who harvested the trees sprayed with Surround and the unsprayed control trees at the same time. Included in the evaluation of yields and quality, Hellafarm measured the maturity index, how mature the olives were at harvest, the olive oil content of the olives, and the quality characteristics of the olive oil produced. Finally, the most important factor, total production and yield, was evaluated by weighing the kilograms of olives per tree and measuring the amount of oil per kilogram of olives. You may also be interested in knowing that in many countries, including Greece, Surround is also registered as an insecticide because it strongly repels olive fruit fly. As all olive growers know, minimizing olive fruit fly damage can have a major impact on yield. But in these trials, Hellafarm selected the timing of Surround applications to exclude the impact of reducing damage from olive fruit fly. That's because the first application for this pest must be done before hardening of the olive core. Depending on the region, this happens during a period from the end of May to the middle of June. In these 3-year trials, Hellafarm made the first application after the normal timing for olive fruit fly control. So, in these trials, a conventional spray regime of 2 insecticide sprays plus bait control for fruit flies was made to both the Surround and the control treatments. All laboratory analyses in the Hellafarm trials were performed by accredited laboratories. The amount of oil produced per tree was estimated based on the weight of the harvested olives and the percentage of oil they contained. The maturity results show that there is a tendency for the fruit of trees sprayed with Surround to mature a bit sooner. However, this result was not statistically significant. The percent of oil content is numerically higher in Surround-treated harvests, but this was not statistically different. Olive oil quality characteristics were within the quality specifications for extra virgin olive oil for both the control and the Surround-treated trees. In the table reporting yield results, we see the averages of the 3 years of Hellafarm trials. Surround-treated trees produced olives that were 9% heavier than the individual olives on the untreated control trees. In addition, the Surround-treated trees generated more olives. The total fruit weights per treated tree averaged 40.1 kilograms, while the average production in the control group was 31.2 kilograms. A difference of 28.7% more total olive production when using Surround. These results were statistically significant. Treated trees produced more and heavier olives. Based on the percentage of oil content and total production of fruit per tree, Hellafarm extrapolated that the trees treated with Surround yielded an average of 31.4% more oil. The data presented thus far are the 3-year averages for all 3 olive groves. This chart shows the olive production per tree separately for each year. You will see that in the first year of the study, 2017, the production per tree was 14% higher in the trees sprayed with Surround as compared to the control trees. In the second year, 2018, production per tree was almost 28% higher in the Surround-treated trees than in the control trees. Finally, in the third year, 2019, the difference between Surround-treated trees and the unsprayed control trees increased even more and exceeded 40%. Olive trees are known to suffer from biennial bearing, and indeed the overall 2017 and 2018 yields reflect that the trial trees had a high bearing year in 2017 and a lower bearing year in 2018. But even with 2018 being a low bearing year, the cumulative effect of Surround resulted in a yield difference that was double the yield difference in 2017 compared to the control trees. It should be noted that in 2019, there may have been some influence from olive fruit fly repellency due to the surround application, because olive fruit fly infestations were particularly strong in 2019. But looking again at the absolute numbers, you will see that in 2019, after 3 consecutive years of using surround, yields per tree exceeded 50 kilograms and was higher than the previous 2 years. So Hellafarm's 3-year experiment clearly demonstrated production that increased in magnitude every year. What does this evidence mean for olive growers? Remember, when the tree is stressed, it is certain that it will allocate the carbohydrates it produces to its own survival and not to fruit production. The first factor we believe contributed to the increase in production was the increased available carbohydrates. As mentioned earlier, a second factor, possibly contributing to the production results, is the excellent control of olive fruit fly provided by Surround. Hellafarm notes that in Greece, it is well known from efficacy trials and continuous commercial use that Surround delivers fruit fly control superior to conventional insecticides. Though Hellafarm timed their applications of Surround in these 3-year trials to be apart from the optimal timing for insect control, Surround may have delivered an incremental production benefit from added control of olive fruit fly. Overall, Hellafarm concluded with absolute certainty that making 2 surround applications every year for 3 years generated an average increase in production of nearly 30% each year. Finally, let's look at the economic result on the bottom line. In this table, you see in the first column the total cost of the 2 surround applications. To calculate this cost, Hellafarm used a retail price of 31 euros per bag without VAT and the maximum dose of 3 kilograms per 100 liters of water in each spray application. Then, in the second column, based on the oil yield per tree, they calculated the total amount of oil produced by control trees versus the surround treated trees. This amount was calculated per 100 trees for ease in understanding and comparing results. With an oil price of 2.5 euros per kilogram, which is the average of the 3 years of 2017, 2018, and 2019, we see that the 100 surround treated trees produced an income of 2,000 euros to the grower, while the control trees produced about 500 euros less. After subtracting out the production cost of surround, we see that the total benefit to the grower is 420 euros per 100 trees. The grower pays 65 cents per tree for 2 surround applications and earns an incremental 4 euros and 20 cents per tree. In these trials conducted by Hellafarm, there was an average population of 230 olive trees per hectare, which resulted in an average incremental return of 966 euros per hectare for surround application in olives. This is a substantial benefit, especially for large growers. Surround is also an organic or bioproduct. At the same time, in those countries where it is registered for insecticidal use, Surround provides outstanding efficacy against olive fruit fly, something that may become more and more important as the European Union eliminates registrations for pesticides applied to control this destructive insect. Of course, this is a regulated use, so please read and follow the Surround label in your country. In conclusion, Surround is one product with multiple benefits for olive production. It reduces heat stress, which can translate to increased photosynthesis, and that can translate to higher yields. The research shows that applying Surround to olive trees all across the Mediterranean zone can generate more yield and more oil with an impressive financial benefit for the grower.